Cooper Finley, and I'm a visual artist.
Hello, I'm Annabella Laird, and I am a senior theater.
Hi, my name is Renata Townsend, and I am a senior vocal at MSA.
My name is Erin Erder, and I am a senior literary.
Hi, my name is Emma Chrysler-Rusky, and I'm a junior dancer.
I'm Aubrey Douglas. I'm a senior media this year.
What artists inspire you and why?
That's pretty tough question because I get my inspiration from a lot of stuff, like a lot of comic artists, a lot of just comic people, stuff like that. Specifically Mike Mignola.
Well, they can't show that's copyrighted.
Oh yeah. Like Mike Mignola, Stan Lee, stuff like that.
Right.
Jack Kirby.
So I'd say for theater, my biggest inspiration is actually probably my sister, because she's the one who initially got me into theater. I was just like a little kid, wanted to copy everything my older sister did. And she's incredibly talented, and she came to MSA, then I came to MSA, and I just kind of always respected the way she pursued the arts, and yeah, very inspiring.
Well, there are a few R&B artists, some gospel artists like SZA, a little bit of Chris Brown, some Usher, but also my dad and my Nana, they inspire me because I grew up watching them sing, and then they encouraged me to do my art and stuff. So, yeah, they're just, yeah.
Wow, I could go on forever about that, but what comes to mind immediately is Elliott Smith, who's a musician that I really, really love and admire, not just for his lyrics, but for his instrumentals. And a writer, I like David Foster Wallace is one of my absolute favorite writers of all time, E.E. Cummings. Kersey Headrest, which is kind of funny because, they're like a weird little band, but they have really great lyrics and song structures, and yeah.
I'm really inspired by a lot of different artists. I'm particularly inspired by Misty Copeland. I think she's a beautiful dancer and an entrepreneurial woman. She has really set the stage for a future of just a lot of new dancers and has really opened up the dance world. And I'm also inspired by just the artists around me. I love seeing everyone be able to explore their art individually.
The artists that inspire me are all musicians. It's Sammy Rush. He has a very upbeat, very moving, happy vibe about him that I absolutely love. HAR has a very similar vibe as well, but they also get more in depth with hardships of today, other things, and yeah.
What influences your work and why?
I would like to life, basically, because everything that I do, I'm trying to tell a story, and I feel like the best way to tell a story is to tell something that you know intimately, and what's more intimate than your own life?
I guess the biggest influence on my work right now would be the classes I'm taking and my teachers like Dr. Brooks and Miss Tammy. I'm not sure if I draw as much inspiration from a style of acting as from a specific actor in a movie or on stage and stuff. I kind of try to do just my own thing and whatever feels right in the moment.
What influences my work is how music can connect so many people. It builds bridges between so many different cultures. It doesn't even matter what language it's in, but it really helps bring people together, and yeah, that's it.
So, okay, I was thinking about this, and if you've ever read Crime and Punishment, the entire tone of that book is what inspires my work. I mentioned E.E. Cummings. I really like the way that he structures his writing. That really inspires me. I like to say that I try to write abstract pieces, abstract poetry. I don't really know what abstract poetry looks like, but I think that that's what my stuff is. And just weird emotions that I can only describe through through books or music. I like to try to describe those in my own words.
My work as an artist is very heavily influenced by, I believe, my family and my peers and the sort of setting around me, specifically the environment. And I feel that because a lot of my family are artists, that sort of artist spirit, that artist eye is just sort of poured into me. And then in nature, there's a lot of beauty. I find beauty in nature. So it heavily inspires my artwork. And then for the people around me, everyone sort of has their own life that they breathe into, their own individual mannerisms and self-expression and being. So when I choreograph a dance or when I'm dancing and I think of those people, it helps me express myself in my movement in that same way.
Music heavily influences my work. I write a lot of my poems based on how I'm feeling from music. So whether it's a comedy, that means I was listening to some funny, upbeat music, or whether it's a horror, I was listening to some more sad, depressing music. Music is what influenced my films.
What made you want to work in the discipline you're in?
I've just always been really good at drawing, and so I was like, well, might as well go to school for it.
Because I've just always done theater my whole life, and it's never been something that I've really felt burnt out on. I do a lot of other art stuff, like painting sometimes or writing, and every once in a while I'll get into it and then take a break from it. But it's never been like that with theater. It's always stuck with me, and so I thought it would be the right choice.
What made you want to work in the discipline that you're in?
Largely my dad, because he was the main singer in my household, but my mom encouraged me to audition for both vocal and dance like a long time ago. And then I found this school and I was like, oh, I really want to further my understanding of my art. Yeah.
What made you want to work in the discipline you're in?
Nothing made me. I have to, because I am a writer and I have to be a writer. I've been a writer since I was 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old. It's never been a choice. It's just something that I've had to do my entire life. If I don't write, then what am I supposed to do?
I think it all started when I was really little, and I just loved watching people dance. I love seeing people dance and move around, and I was just very fascinated by it. I loved it, and I loved putting on tutus and twirling around. And then when I got older, I realized that I could sort of have my own expression, my own movement through dance, and that's for me what drew me in, what made me want to try harder at it, is that I realized that through dancing I could have sort of an outlet, but also I could express myself more fully and have that sort of safety outside of reality that wouldn't be there otherwise.
What made you want to work in the discipline that you're in?
My dad did, because he does a lot of lights and sound work, and when he comes home from those jobs, he'll sit down. I'll ask him all about it, and he'll sit down and he'll explain it to me, and it genuinely got me really interested in it. So I decided to do media because that's one of the many aspects that we dive into.